Hi guys, welcome to thrustone.com. This is Mohit Soni. Right in front of you is the Hyundai Grand i10 Nios in its diesel manual avatar. We've been driving it over a week, and it is Hyundai's next big attempt at getting the Maruti Suzuki Swift rival right. That was the i10, and then the Grand i10 came in. Now this is the Grand i10 Nios that has come in, and Hyundai has been doing really good stuff. They've been working really hard to get this formula right, and I think this is the time where they actually get it very close to the Suzuki Swift in many ways. So let's discuss with the design first, as always. I really like the front end design of any Hyundai. This is one, and we've been very lucky to get this car in this blue shade as well, because it just suits it just right. It gets this lovely piano black finish grille, which looks extremely premium, along with these boomerang LED DRLs here. It gets fog lamps as well. It's got these 4 vents here as well, and I really like the front end of the first Hyundai car to the max, like 100%. I really like these headlamps here as well. They're truly wrap around headlamps, but in a vertical way. I think that's a job really well done. This got creases on the bonnet. What particularly is, again, I like the most about this car is this side profile. This reminds me of the yester generation Grand i10 that was sold in the European market. It got a different C pillar. We're finally getting that, but even with more twist to it. So that's the reason why this car looks great to my eyes here. And to make it even more detail friendly, as you can see, it's got a G10 badging here. This angle, 3/4 angle from the back, looks really impressive. These tail lamps look pretty much very familiar to the Tiago, but it's got this elongated part here which distinguishes itself. I really also love the new diamond cut alloy wheels. It does look like a proper premium rival to the Maruti Suzuki Swift, which does look good, but it does look rather basic as well. I think this is the time when Hyundai is finally doing that premium touch. The word premium is justified here now, because Hyundai has done a great job getting this right. Apart from that, really good looking car. Let's come at the back and see that we all know reversing sensors are mandatory now from base variant. Gets a camera as well. That's the boot, almost 300 liters. Again, a slightly big step up from the old Grand i10, which we have as our permanent long-termer, and we find this car pretty much similar in terms of boot space. It gets adjustable headrests as well. I can show it to you from here itself. Very impressive in terms of safety. Build quality, as always, feels quite strong with Hyundai's. That is the space behind my driving position. You know what my height is. I'm not going to tell that again and again. Very good knee room, very good leg room, good headroom. It's got AC vents at the back, which is also very impressive. The older Grand i10, I remember, was the first to get it in that segment. That benchmark continues with the new version. No pocket here, but there's a pocket here. Surprisingly, the driver's seat at the front and passenger seats don't get adjustable headrests. It's usually the other way around. And yeah, but the best part is this lovely fabric. I was very impressed when I saw it at the launch. It's got this stripe running here. It's a gray color. It's a proper gray color that Indians would really appreciate. The whole interior cabin is made in that way. As you can see, this gray here, dark gray here, light gray here. I think Hyundai is one of the few manufacturers who get certain things right. I think this upholstery is going to be a big benchmark in this segment, and with some other small car manufacturers as well. I think this is the absolute right way to do an interior in a small car, getting it bright and right at the same time, not using the cliche beige color. No height adjustable seat belts, but there is a height adjustable seat here. That's keyless entry and go. It's got a stop start button. What I particularly like is, let me just start that and show it to you. I'm not a fan of these dials here. That's a lot of bongs that happen when you start the car. I'm not particularly a fan of this dial setup here, because it does remind me of the Santro a bit, but it's got all the features now. Distance to empty, fuel efficiency, that's what we've been getting. That's the instant one. And yeah, this is the screen. This is the best part. It's a touch unit. It's a Hyundai unit, so it works really well. I disappreciate with the font size and the font for the words that have been used. It could have been a little more modern, but this is how you recognize it as a Hyundai. I think Hyundai will have to take some time to get that change right, but I think this works great. You get this buttons here to control major functions, and it doesn't get the what do you call, the blue link system from Hyundai. I'm sure it's coming in the next couple of years, but for now in the new car it's not there. I think it's a budget car, so to keep cost check, the blue link connectivity is not here. It's got a very good sound system, despite it's a very small car. As you can see, everything works at a touch of a button. It's very smooth, very crisp screen, and despite sunlight is coming right on it right now, there is absolutely no problem in terms of lighting. It can be adjusted into day and night. That's the front dashboard. This reminds me of fish gill design here that can be seen. It can be described in any other way as well. There's some storage space, large glove box which is cooled. That's how the door pockets are here. Small bottle, slightly larger bottle can be accommodated. These are the switches. No cruise control, only modes here. Voice recognition is a bit of it's always been there, but the new entrant has made that more apparent, so we tested it out. It works quite well. Get wireless charging, that is the big feature that you get in Hyundai cars. It's filtered down to the Grand i10 as well. This is an accessory, so yeah, USB, fast charging. It's got this cap here. Space, not so much space to keep stuff properly. It's a small can holder. That's about it. Like I said, really love the interiors. Hyundai always does great interiors in terms of quality. It doesn't feel cheap or anything, but they've got the design right, they've got the color right, and that's the best part this time around. But what it continues to be is lacking a bit of width, as always with other Hyundai cars. It continues to be the same here, and that is what the interior, the exterior is all about when it comes to driving. We've been driving the in the beginning, and the engine, as always, very smooth, very refined. Inside the cabin you feel like you're driving a car of segment above. The gear shifts are very smooth, the clutch is very light, it's easier to use, slightly long travel but not springy or heavy at all. It's very easy to drive in typical Hyundai manner. Steering also very light. It's getting precise, it's getting heavier at high speeds as well, but it does feel vague and artificial at the same time. But I think it's not a bad compromise either, and it's a very small compromise to live with, considering the confidence level of driving Hyundai car. This Hyundai Grand i10 has gotten higher by a substantial margin. Grip, good enough. Tires do a good job. I see the braking pedal and the braking feel is also being modulated over the previous Grand i10 that we've been driving every day since the last 2 years, and it is a big change. And yeah, the engine, 1.2 diesel motor. Power is now at 75 PS, torque is at 190 Newton meters. It's already pretty much on par with the Swift, but the Swift, as we know, has lost its diesel engine. And yeah, drivability is excellent, performance is good. It reaches 120-130 kilometers on the highway very easily. Overtaking shouldn't be a problem. Once you're in 5th gear above 80-90 kilometers an hour, you just floor the throttle and it will go. It's got a lot of torque in the mid-range. It does reserve a 6th gear, but then if it doesn't, because it doesn't get a 6th gear, it's got a very punchy mid-range, so you just can go for it while staying in 5th at the same time. No, because of that it won't feel stressed on the highway, because the engine is already quite stress free and relaxed, so that's not a problem at all. Overall, like I said, good grip, good braking, body roll is well in check, steering feedback is getting better. I think this is one of the nicest Hyundai hatchbacks we've driven in a very long time. The evolution is taking time, but it's happening at a very good pace, and we're really impressed with the Nios. Looking forward to spending more time. We'll get you the petrol version as well. We'll get you the AMT version as well. So stay tuned, stay subscribe, stay notified to our channel, to our website, so to know more about this. And thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you find all the pricing description and everything in the comments below. We've already told you that at the launch, so you know about that. Again, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.